Hello, hello. Today I'd like to talk about positive thinking and why it does not work. You may have tried this. I'm sure you've heard about this, that what you conceive and believe you can achieve, you will achieve. The book The Secret, the work of Wallace Wattles, Napoleon Hill, all these positive thinking gurus. While there's some truth to this, the way people apply this is incorrect and very woo and unscientific, and it's not how the brain works. Anyway, so I want to explain this. So we all know the thinking goes like this. It's like if you imagine yourself as a millionaire, you will then eventually become a millionaire. You know, you make a dream board, you look at all these images, and I have a Rolls Royce, I have a Bentley, I have and then you'll bring those into your life. You notice, as an aside, that people don't put, helping at a soup kitchen or things like that on their dream boards. Anyway, that's another thing. But anyway, this inevitably doesn't work, and people think, I'm doing it wrong. I didn't have enough faith. My imaging was off and all this other stuff, and it's a bunch of nonsense. So I want to talk to you about what actually does work. If you want to achieve anything in life, whether it's to get fit, sell something, succeed as an actor or a writer or an architect or an engineer or anything, there are steps that are needed that you need to take in order to achieve these goals. So instead of visualizing the outcome that you're already there, let's say you've made the big sale, you're swimming in money or something, and you can imagine that all day long, nothing is going to happen. You're much better off imagining the steps needed to make that sale so you can earn the $1 million. So whatever, any achievement, there are steps along the way. So you break down any goal into its resident steps, right? So if you were going to close a big deal, it would be like find the prospect, determine if they use, 1, 2, determine if they can use the product, 3, see if your product can solve a problem, 4, who's the decision maker I need to speak with, 5, you make an excellent presentation, and then 6, close the deal, and then 7 is you're swimming in money or whatever. So this is how the brain works. This is the way the brain works, so that you can apply this knowledge to achieving what you want. The brain is an amazing, amazing machine. We know that it cannot determine whether something is actually real or imagined. So we can use this to our advantage in taking the actual non-woo, non-metaphysical steps to achieve something in our life. So we described all the steps we would need to take to make a sale, to be swimming in money, right? So what you do, you use your brain to imagine yourself successfully going through the steps needed to achieve that goal. So you will see yourself properly prospecting, you'll see yourself identifying the customer, on and on, an excellent presentation, and you imagine that. Your brain will look at that as just a successful outcome of the steps, and will create a groove, kind of like a record. I'm old, so we used to have records. So, picture that, a groove in your brain. That's the neural network in the brain. It'll be embedded in there. So every time you imagine yourself, you visualize yourself going through the actual steps to achieve your goal. You strengthen that neural network, which gives you more confidence. So now, for instance, when you go present to a customer, you've visualized a successfully going through the steps of that customer visit over and over and over again. And so now it might be the first time you're seeing that customer and you visualized it already 10 times. So according to your brain, you have the confidence and experience of going through that process 10 times. Inevitably, you're going to get better. You're going to develop the skills. If you're imagining yourself being an excellent prospector, you're going to do the work necessary to become an excellent prospector. This is how the brain works. Use it to achieve this. If you disagree with me, put it in the comments, but this is what actually works. There's no woo here. This will help you achieve your goals. I wish you all a great day, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye.